In this video, you will learn to multiply a 3-digit number by another 1, 2, or 3-digit number, as well as how to perform mental calculations using the distributive property. Now, if you can multiply a number by a 2-digit multiplier, you can do the same thing with a 3-digit multiplier. So the process is really the same, we just do it one extra time with that third number. So here, for example, we have 257 times 639. What we're doing is we take each number, so the 6, 3, and 9, and multiply it by the 257 on the top. So starting with the 9, we take 9 times 257. And to do that, we do 9 times 7. That gives us 63. So we take the 3 and then carry the 6. And then we do 9 times 5, which is 45, plus the 6, which is 51. So we take the 1 and then carry the 5. And then we do 9 times 2, which is 18, plus 5, which is 23. So here we have 2,313. And next we do the same thing with the 3. So the 3 is in the tens place. So what we have is 30, and then we take that times 257. So what we do is we have to put a 0 down here first from the tens place, right? Because 30 has a 0 at the end, so put a 0 at the end of this number as well. And then we do 3 times 7 to get 21. So take the 1 and then carry the 2. 3 times 5 is 15, plus the 2 gives us 17. So we take the 7, carry the 1. And now we do 3 times 2 plus the 1, which gives us 7. All right, now we do the same thing again with the 6. So the 6 is in the hundreds place, so this is 600, and then multiply that by 257. Now because we're multiplying by 600, we have to add 2 zeros at the end of this number. So we add 2 zeros here, and then we begin by taking the 6 times the 7. That gives us 42. So we take the 2 and then carry the 4. So 6 times 5 is 30, plus 4 gives us 34. So we take the 4 and then carry the 3. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3 gives 15. So now we have these 3 different numbers. So what we do is we need to add these together. So 3 plus 0 is 3. 1 plus 1 plus 0 is 2. 3 plus 7 plus 2 is 12. So we take the 2 and then carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 7 is 10, plus 4 is 14. So we take the 4, carry the 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. And then we have a 1 here. So put the 1 down here as well. So our final answer is 164,223. Next, I'm going to show you an example with decimals. Here we have 999 times 2.34. Now remember, when you're multiplying with a decimal, our multiplication process does not change. The only thing that changes is at the end, we have to figure out where to put the decimal point. So we could ignore the decimal point for now and just multiply like normal. So we do 999 times 4 to begin. And so we do 4 times the first 9. That gives us 36. So we take the 6 and then carry the 3. Now we have 4 times 9 is 36, plus 3, that gives 39. So we take the 9, carry the 3 again. 4 times 9 is 36, plus 3 is 39, so 39 goes right there. All right, next we take the 3 down here and multiply it by the 999. So the 3, think of that as being like in the tens place. So we have 999 times 30. So to begin, we have to put a 0 at the end, because of the 30, the 0 and 30. And then we do 3 times 9 to get 27. So take the 7, carry the 2. 3 times 9, again, is 27, plus 2 gives 29. So we put the 9 here, carry the 2. 3 times 9 is 27, plus 2 again gives 29. All right. Now we do the same thing with the 2. The 2 is kind of like in the hundreds place if you ignore the decimal point. So we have 200 times 999. So when you multiply, you need to have 2 zeros at the end. And then we begin by multiplying 2 times the 999. So 2 times 9 is 18. So we take the 8 and then carry the 1. Again, 2 times 9 is 18, plus the 1 is 19. So we take the 9 and carry the 1. 2 times 9 is 18, plus 1 is 19. So down here is 19. So from this point, we can then add these three numbers together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 7 plus 0 is 16. So we take the 6, carry the 1. Here we have 10 plus 9 is 19, plus 8 is 27. So take the 7, carry the 2. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 9 is 14, plus 9 is 23. Take the 3, carry the 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 9 is 13. So take the 3, carry the 1. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. All right, so we have this number, and now we need to determine where the decimal point goes. So notice in my original two numbers, we have the decimal point over 2 places. So same thing here, the decimal point in the answer needs to go over 2 places, which puts it right here. So our final answer is 2,337.66. Now lastly, we're going to learn how to use do mental calculations using the distributive property. So here we have our first example. We have 5 times 352. So to do this mental calculation, what you want to do is break apart the 352 as 300 plus 50 plus 2. So using the distributive property, that says we can take this 5 out in the front and multiply it by every number inside of parentheses. So we have 5 times 300 plus 5 times 50 plus 5 times 2, which is what we see right here. 5 times 300 is 1500. 5 times 50 is 250. Then 5 times 2 is 10. Then you add these together. 500 plus 250 is 750. Plus 10 is 760. Then you have a 1000 in the front. So your final answer is 1760. All right, so we have quickly performed multiplication by using the distributive property. One more example. Here we have 7 times 672. Again, we're going to take the 672 and break it apart as 600 plus 70 plus 2. And then we distribute. So we take the 7, multiply it by 600, and then times 70, and then times 2. So we have that 7 times 600 plus 7 times 70 plus 7 times 2. 7 times 6 is 42, so we have 4200. 7 times 70 is 490. 7 times 7 is 49. I just put a 0 at the end. And then 7 times 2 is 14. So we know it's going to be 4,000 something. 200 plus 490 is 690. So we have 4,690 plus 14. And this may not be as easy to do in your head, but we know 4,690 plus 10 is 4,700. And we have another 4 added to that 10. So 4,704 is our final answer. And that concludes our lesson for today. We will see you next time.